Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name's Joey. We have some amazing news on a potential main event for the fight night on August 28th. I'm so excited for this fight. I saw the news. I was just about to go to bed, and I said, I have to make a video on this because this matchup is absolutely amazing. I'm one of the people who will shit on the UFC when they make bad fights or they make horrible decisions or they give undeserved title shots, but I will be the first to applaud them when there's amazing matchmaking, and that's exactly what this fight is. I love this matchup. We are going to get Giga Chikadze versus Edson Barboza. It's at featherweight, of course. Edson Barboza moved down to featherweight. He fought Dan Ige to a close decision. He most recently fought Shane Burgos and finished him in an amazing fight. And Edson Barboza has just looked so good at featherweight. Giga Chikadze is coming off that great performance against Cub Swanson. That was his first real test, I feel like, in the division. And just these two together should be an absolute amazing fight. I mean, Edson Barboza has some of the best kicks in the game. And he's looked phenomenal at featherweight. His cardio has looked good. People were wondering, would his cardio suffer at featherweight? His cardio has looked good. I think he got the third round stoppage of Shane Burgos. Giga Chikadze has looked very, very sharp. Still relatively unproven. I have to say that about certain guys. It was a great win against Cub Swanson, but he's relatively unproven. But he's looked really good for the limited time that we've seen him. He looked great against Cub Swanson, finishing him in the first round, I think it was, back in May, with the Giga kick to the body. Just amazing matchmaking by the UFC. I'm super excited. You have Giga Chikadze. He's ranked number 10. Edson Barboza is currently ranked number 9. So this fight is big. This fight means a lot. The winner of this fight could go on, maybe one more fight and then fight for a title. You're telling me if Giga Chikadze goes out there and finishes Edson Barboza in impressive fashion, without a doubt, 100%, he's one fight away from a title shot after that, in my opinion. Same for Edson Barboza. Even though Giga isn't as, battle-tested, isn't as well-known, I feel like he has a lot of hype behind him. And there's, a benefit of fighting these type of guys who have looked really good, but they haven't fought the elite of the elite yet. And that's kind of what Edson Barboza is getting here. Giga's making his way up the rankings with the win over Cub Swanson, his first really good, solid win against a guy who's relatively well known and his skill set is known. He looked great in that fight. I can't wait to see this fight. August 28th can't come soon enough. I think it's right for the UFC to make it a headliner. As far as an early prediction, I don't know, because Giga has looked so good, but so has Barboza. I mean, Barboza has fought some of the nastiest fighters in UFC history. Let me pull up his resume real quick. Win or lose, listen to some of these names that Edson Barboza has fought between lightweight and featherweight. He has fought Michael Johnson, Paul Felder, Tony Ferguson, Anthony Pettis, Beneil Dariush, Gilbert Melendez, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Kevin Lee, Dan Hooker, Justin Gaethje, Dan Ige. The list goes on and on and on. He's fought the toughest guys, so it does not surprise me that he takes a fight. A lot of fighters nowadays, and I think it's almost a problem we have with the rankings. A lot of guys saying, "Oh, I'm ranked ahead of him. I don't want to fight him." And it's kind of annoying. I find that really, really annoying. I understand it, but still I find it annoying. And again, this makes a lot of sense. Barboza's ranked number 9. Giga is ranked number 10, so it makes sense. But, I'm glad that Barboza isn't one of those guys crying and whining and saying, I don't want to fight that guy. I only want to look forward. He's not really proven. He's number 10, I hate hearing that. And, Barboza has shown that over the course of his career. And he's, even in some of his losses, he's looked great. And then also, he has crazy finishes. I will never forget, as long as I live, that spinning back heel kick against Terry Edom, where he just froze him. And he just fell back. Was one of the most brutal finishes I've ever seen. Barboza is a proven finisher. The way he shut Shane Burgos' lights off in the third round back at UFC 262, I believe it was, with that weird, crazy KO where he dropped him. I really don't know who to pick. If I had it gun to my head, and I may change, whenever I give an early prediction, I always say I may change my prediction. Right now, I'm leaning Barboza, but I may change it. I just picked Barboza because I just know, he's just so known. I've seen him fight so many times, even in losses. But Giga, he's undefeated in the UFC. He's looked amazing. I may his striking is so fluid. He moves so well. He has great body kicks. We've seen it in the Cub Swanson fight. And I think that he could beat a guy like Edson Barboza. And Edson Barboza, I've talked about it before with certain guys. You know, Edson Barboza is almost like a champion keeper. I use that term instead of gatekeeper. A lot of guys that beat him just seem to go on to eventually become champion, or they may be former champions. I'm not sure the exact timing, but look, Anthony Pettis, champion, Khabib Nurmagomedov, champion, Justin Gaethje, interim champion. So many guys, and I really think the move to featherweight for Barboza was the right move. There's so many killers at lightweight. If he can make featherweight, that he looks so good in that division. And if he's able to get by Giga Chikadze, again, either guy who wins this fight, I say they're one fight away from a title shot. Beat each other, then another big fight in the next 6 months or so, and then potentially put themselves in line for a title shot. Who knows? With Max Holloway out of the Yair Rodriguez fight, the winner of this fight could fight Max Holloway. Who knows what it might happen? But for right now, I'm going to go Edson Barboza. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Again, I may change my mind. Do not hold me to this pick. This fight was just announced. I've only thought about it for less than 15 minutes. But I just love Barboza's kicks, and his leg kicks are filthy. His body kicks are filthy. But I see this being a very close fight, and I'm not going to be confident regardless who I end up picking in my final prediction in the lead up to the fight. Thank you for watching. Please comment down below and let me know who you think is going to win and how do you feel about this fight. And make sure to like the video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.